What up, all you guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. Let's talk about Brian Pillman and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yes, that's right, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He'll be appearing on the Dark Side of the Ring episode that features Brian Pillman, his good running buddy, his former tag team partner in WCW. Yes, that's right, WCW. A lot of fans forget that Stone Cold Steve Austin was in WCW. He was also in ECW. But let's talk about Brian Pillman for a second. You guys watched the Dean Ambrose interview on Stone Cold's podcast where Stone Cold got stern with Dean Ambrose? Seemed like the chemistry off. They didn't like each other. What was going on? It's actually that Stone Cold wanted Dean Ambrose to admit that he was stealing the character of his good friend Brian Pillman. Yes, that's right. That's actually the deep-rooted truth. Brian Pillman inspired Dean Ambrose's look. You could see it down to the curly hair. Jon Moxley is the modern day Brian Pillman, but not in life. In the wrestling ring, yes, he's wild. He's all over the place. He hits hard. He doesn't complain. He's a company man. Brian Pillman was a legend of his own. Back in the 90s, we got to see Flying Brian Pillman in WCW make a name for himself with stunning Steve Austin, when Stone Cold Steve Austin had beach blonde hair. Yes, Stone Cold had hair one time. Stone Cold was in his mid-20s. He's getting started in the wrestling business. And who was his road buddy? Who was his travel friend? Brian Pillman. Brian Pillman was a man. He joined the Hart Foundation years later. We saw that with Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and the British Bulldog. But this episode of Dark Side of the Ring is the brand new season. I believe it's season 4 coming up. This is one of my favorite series. I've been watching all the episodes of Dark Side of the Ring. The Owen Hart episode especially my favorite. But Brian Pillman episode's gonna put shivers down everybody's spine. This has been long awaited. We've been waiting for the Brian Pillman story. We're gonna see the rise. We're gonna see, sadly, the downfall of a man who was a lunatic fringe before the lunatic fringe existed. This man was in the Attitude Era. He doesn't get a lot of recognition these days. We don't know why. That's why most of these wrestlers that don't, with a sad story, end up on Dark Side of the Ring. He should be in the Hall of Fame. This is Brian Pillman, a former WCW wrestler and WWF Attitude wrestler. Him and Stone Cold have a long history. We know Stone Cold gets teary when he thinks of his old friend. It's been over 20 years since Brian Pillman has passed, folks. We remember the day he had the rivalry going on with Goldust. He won, took Terry Runnels. She was actually his wife. They're playing the role. But it got real legit. It got real serious fast when Brian Pillman passed away the next day. The very next day, I believe it was a Monday, he passed away. They didn't do many tributes. They put it underneath the rug. We're going to find out the real, full, true story. I can't wait for this one. Stone Cold Steve Austin reminiscing on his friend Brian Pillman. Stone Cold being a genuine friend? Or is Stone Cold looking for another paycheck? We know Stone Cold's been coming to Monday Night Raw, celebrating with the legends. Getting check after check. He's opened up a podcast. Stone Cold on the cloud tip? A little bit. It's not the same Stone Cold from 1998, I can tell you that. The beer drinking Stone Cold. He was active. He was in the moment. He was World Heavyweight Champion. Sadly, Brian Pillman never became World Heavyweight Champion. I believe he was an Intercontinental level wrestler. Who knows what the future would hold. But Dark Side of the Ring by Vice TV's coming out. It's scheduled real soon. It's coming to premiere. When the date comes, I'll make sure I'll let you all, you wrestling fans, know. This is WrestleHead1, giving you the best wrestling news and other news right here, guys. Make sure to like. Tell me what you guys think. Your comment will be read by everybody. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to share the video for more. Have a great day, guys, and peace out. Wow.